Welcome to storied Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the Michigan head coach pregame. This is going to be a big challenge today. They have a great team coming in here, but he said, I am confident in our ability to handle that. We've got the best crowd in college football. They make every game a home field advantage. He said, I feel great that the crowd is behind us here today. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hawkins. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. They'll run for it. It's Peoples. Got enough for the first. Still running at the 40. There he goes. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Yeah, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. Coming out with it, it's Bussey. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. They make the stop. They had to work for it. A nice little juke, and he'll have 7 on that one. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Swings it out to the flat. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The Wolverines in the hurry-up. Play fake, Underwood. Here comes the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long. Containing the QB speed because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Here's James Peoples to begin the drive. Across the 45. Turning it on. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. They'll give it to him again. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Pulls it in. It's Bailey. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
There's got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
And he's in for a 2nd touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get close to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So here comes the Michigan offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He leaves it with his back. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Here's Underwood. Fires complete on the crosser. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get...
He unleashes a long one. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Give to the back. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. Third and 6 yards to go. Throwing, Underwood. Under fire. short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Well, it's a good decision by the quarterback, and I know you didn't get the first down, but the good news is you got a chunk of yards back, now setting up 4th and short and giving yourself an opportunity to go for it here and keep this drive going.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Fourth down, Underwood. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the Wolverines have their offense in high gear. Underwood. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
I think this quarterback just has to be careful of his decision-making. Yes, he's one of the most talented guys in the country, but early in this game, we're now seeing him throw the ball into double coverage. He's very lucky that one wasn't picked off.
These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he made the extra point without problem. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Wallace. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Here's a give to Peoples. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd down, here's Peoples. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking to pass. It's Bailey. Right on the money. Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Now on the move. There's a crease. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. Right back to the well. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
On 3rd down, here's Peoples. And he's in! Touchdown, Penn State! What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one and 5 on the season. He's going to get a property tax bill in the end zone because this guy is spending a lot of time there. He might start taking aim at some of those Nittany Lion touchdown records.
Yeah, and those are some records. I mean, you start talking about Larry Johnson and Saquon Barkley and all the Kajana Carter going back. I mean, so many great running backs at Penn State. To be on that list, to be talked about in that vein, I think you're having yourself a day.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point. And
I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. They go play action. Bryce Underwood throws toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Rush is on him. And the pass is incomplete, charged loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Unloads it downfield.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Not a lot of room to field this one. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got them backed up. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Peoples. Strong run on a pickup of 5 out to the 15.
The counterplay is a great play to mix in with your base concepts. Obviously, everybody flies to the football, bang. Now you pull a guy, you go backside, give him a little counter, keep the defense off balance.
Looking downfield, it's Bailey. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Punt is on its way. Just needs a crack to get a return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The lone back's got it. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem also.
It's a fumble on the play. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's Underwood to throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wide out level noise. Got a little grass. Touchdown, Michigan. He got a step and just dusted the field.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Quickly complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Here's the pressure, and they got it.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. He's taking the shot. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. Let's start with Texas taking on the number 18 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Longhorns coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And maybe, just maybe, this win helps them turn their season around. They get back to 2-3 on the year.
The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Underwood on the play action. Unloads to the right. It's caught. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
well stick with him. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going to take a shot. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball on the ground.
The hand to the running back. Push down for the tackle. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Here's Underwood. Working that left side now. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open. Who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Back to the ground game on the left. Picks up the first down. Oh, there's an alley to the left. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines. The extra point here would tie the game. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Handoff for People. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. And the Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's going to let it go. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Going with the ground game left. Finding some room. Got enough for the first. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, a big key for this offense was getting the run game established. And this guy now over 120 rushing yards in this one. You got to give credit to the O-line. You obviously have to give credit to the running back as well. But they have answered the bell. They knew what they needed to do if they were going to be able to have success. And they're executing this game plan flawlessly.
Steps away to find some room. Swings it out to his running back. On the move at the 30. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And this is why defensively, man, you want to keep your guy in the pocket. Like, once he starts to scramble, all the rules change, and now everybody's got to kind of adjust, and the running back just works towards the sidelines. As he starts to roll to the right, he creates a little bit of space, and they just dump it off. It's a nice job by the QB buying some time.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Gives it on the option. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're showing confidence in their running game in the red zone.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get to third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. He's at the 50. Past the 30. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
And defenses are way less concerned with yards nowadays. It's being great in the red zone, and boy, did they come up big. They create the turnover, return the INT all the way down the field, and set their offense up now with the red zone opportunity.
Going to the run, it's Peoples. Runs through a tackle. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last two drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. They fought tooth and nail through three, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! They take the lead here in the fourth.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the fourth quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
will just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Throwing, Underwood. Just a short pass to the tight end. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Underwood from the gun on third down. Catch inside the 30 and still running. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Just gets rid of it before the heat.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now through the play caller, certainly through the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Gives it on the option. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Absolutely center cut. All tied up here in the fourth quarter.
And that's why this kid is so automatic. Set him up anywhere on the field, and he puts it right down the pipe.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And as they say, it's a brand new ball game. That field goal tied it up, and now let's see if they can put together a winning drive. Makes a pass to Marker. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 30, running inside the 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And they've moved out front here on the fourth.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. You can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. for it on 4th down. Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet.
Listen, it's go time. We're trailing. It's the 4th quarter. We got to get a little bit more aggressive. I like the call. I like going for it, and especially because we made the completion and got the 1st down.
Underwood. Under fire. Caught. Made a defender miss. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the...
Trying to burn this defensive back. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, and if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Snagged out of the air. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. It's complete on the right side. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. The Wolverines, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Here's Underwood to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Trying to make magic with his feet. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Lining up in the wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Big Blue with the response.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run for it. It's Peoples. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Bailey. He's got it. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And they really haven't put the ball in his hands and said, go win the game. Like, it's kind of been balanced. But this offense, down the stretch, this is a great indication for this offense because he's making a play through the air in a big moment. Gonna need more of it.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. They'll run out of the gun, James Peoples.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Makes the grab. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Here's a give to Peoples. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful. It absolutely cannot turn it over.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Handoff for Peoples. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. A mere 3 seconds remaining in this one as they'll use a timeout. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.